father made surfboards. And there were very few, in the 50s, very few surfboard shops around that you could go buy a surfboard. So there again, we were really lucky that we had a father that he surfed in the 30s in Long Beach and Palos Verdes and also in San Onofre.
My dad, Ted Sizemore, he made me my first board when I was 5 years old, and it was a balsa wood board and 8 feet long, and it had an Andy Panda sticker on the
Oh, I
nose.
remember that.
Yeah, and one of the pictures I gave you of the Model A with all the surfboards on the top, what my dad did, because all the boards were balsa wood at that time, is that each fin had an orange stripe on it. So if you lost it while you were surfing and you were swimming in to get it, and it was fin up, you could see yours had the orange stripe on it. And sometimes, like at Doheny in the old days, it'd be like a bunch of toothpicks inside the surf line there, because everybody wiped out on the same wave. So that's where I got my start to surfing in, and all of us, of course, either as a family went to San Onofre or to Doheny. Mother surfed, my sister kind of surfed. She had her own board. She had her, like I said, had her own board. It was
Old balsa wood board.
Yeah.
And then some years later, Ted had gotten her a Gordy board in Huntington Beach, and it was a foam board. That was when they'd made the transition from balsa wood to foam. And it was looked like they had poured a pigment into the foam and then stirred it, and it was a strawberry color. Really nice board. She was really, it was a girly board, and she was really happy with that. She broke away from the boys' balsa wood boards, and was also lighter, and she could handle it.
My dad made us surfboard trailers, metal, that we could carry these 10-foot, 3-inch surfboards on. And Ronnie had modified his so he could put the hibachi, his sleeping bag, and everything.
I had a Coleman stove.
And a Coleman stove too. And he would ride all the way from Laguna Beach up to Malibu and sleep on the beach.
Parents let me do that.
And so he was doing this, and a long time ago when they had the Longboard Surfing magazine out, some of the guys they were interviewing from the Malibu Surfing Association, they made the comment, we always looked forward to the beginning of summer when Ron Sizemore would ride his bike up with his surfboard trailer and camp out on the beach here for a whole week.
It was 70 miles up there, and the first year I did it on a balloon-tired bicycle. And the reason they looked forward to it too is because it was coincidental that when I would show up at Malibu, the surf would pick up too. And I'd sleep right behind the lifeguard tower there at Malibu, put towels up on the fence so you couldn't see me from Coast Highway. And nobody bothered me. And the second year I did it on a 10-speed. And it had all the gears and all that stuff, but it still took 12 hours to get up there. But it was an interesting trip. In fact,
in 1961, Ronnie was the men's U.S. surfing champion at Huntington Beach. He was a junior at the time. He surfed up to the men's division. He was only 17 when he won that contest.
Going back to contests, what's interesting is that they had a contest at Salt Creek, again, which is in front of us here, back, I want to say in the probably late 70s, 80s, when they first started offering money, and a young kid, I forget what his name is right offhand, but won enough to put money down on a house in Laguna. And in the old days, it was just a hearty handshake and a trophy or whatever, but contests now. In fact, kids are training to surf, where we just went out and surfed for the pure enjoyment of it.
Yeah, and I mean, a trophy was nice, but even to get a free T-shirt, or for years I was in what they call the Police Olympic surfing event, and it was actually a board that my dad shaped, 10-foot 3 inches, a yellow board that I still have. And I always say that board won more gold medals than any other board I surfed on. I was just along for the ride.